KTM 790 Duke, folks. This is the bike I'm riding today. Beautiful little machine. Yeah, goes very, very well with the beautiful weather today. For the first time in months. Test ride without rain. What a difference. So this is KTM's new 800 parallel twin set that just came out, and yeah, what a beautiful machine it is. So the engine is, to me, is its main attraction, if you want, because first impressions were, well, let's say, were not 100% positive. Funny enough, my first impression was, I knew that this was not going to be a big bike. I'd never seen it in the flesh. But first impressions were, wow, what a small bike this is. Sitting on it, it feels like a 125. It's so small and agile, so you can just flick it around. And then you start the engine, and when the thing comes to life, you have this kind of V-twinish type of sound from the engine. The sound was really, really cool. And then the stop pipe is very, very nice as well. I mean, it burbles, and it's got this very deep kind of sound to it. Yeah, very, very nice. When it comes to live, it becomes quite a different beast. And I say beast because it is indeed an animal waiting to be unleashed. So just open the throttle a bit and off she goes. So easy to get into naughty speeds and get into trouble on this, especially with the help of the blipper and the quick shifter, which are, well, not butter smooth, but very, very good. The throttle is very, very sensitive. Ride-by-wire, it's got 4 different riding modes. I've put it on sport and I've left it there because that was what I wanted to test it. And off she goes. I hope you can hear that pipe. The exhaust sound is beautiful. Look at that. And this is 5th gear. Woo. What a crazy little bike. So yes, I've picked it up from KTM Hemel Hempstead. Phoned them yesterday and they were kind enough to let me ride this bike. I was very curious about it because I've never ridden the KTM before. That's a first. And this is KTM's first parallel twin engine. Second and third because the engine specs are very, very close on paper to my F800 GT. So I wanted to see how much difference there is between this one and the GT. And man, the engine performs brilliantly. But yeah, I digress again. Let's go back to first impressions. That's where I was. So first impressions were the bike was very small. When I sat on it, I felt very, very cramped, like I would on a smaller 125. So my knees are bent at less than 90 degrees. So I still have to fish around for the gear shift lever and the rear brake. So I still have to fish around, but I'm getting there. Seat is hard as a rock. Suspension is very hard in the sport mode. There's no adjustment to the suspension, so there's preload, but that's it. So first impressions were not very good. The plastics feel a bit budget. I think that for the price that it's being sold at, around 8.99k, I think that with the new engine and with all the electronics in it, I think KTM had to kind of shave some spendings on somewhere. So I think the plastics are not that and not that premium quality. And also brake levers are not adjustable. I think the clutch lever is, but everything feels very, not very, but feels a tad budget. So, and the color scheme, I mean, this is KTM's orange, but well, not my favorite really. Anyway, that's not important. The main reason why I wanted to try this bike was the engine, and man, does that deliver. So those are kind of my first impressions. I must say that having ridden it for almost an hour now, I've gotten used to the seat, the seating position, or the sitting position rather, the way that my knees are bent and the way that I have to reach the levers. Hello. But because this is not a bike to be on for long hours, for long distances, yeah, I think that this is not really an issue. Comfort is not what you'd be looking for on a bike like this. But it's this engine that that kind of that makes it all worthwhile. What a fun little bike. 105 brake horsepower at around 11,000 RPM. I'll put the figures up for you guys. 86 Newton meters of torque. Exact same torque as my F800 GT, except that it's a lot higher on the rev range. 798cc parallel twin. The new light compact 8 engine by KTM, and I think they've nailed it. One of the things that I was expecting to be better on this bike is engine braking, but not as much as I thought it would be. So just let go of the throttle in second gear, slow speeds, and it continues. It doesn't stop. On my GT, it's a lot more. It's a lot stronger. Look at that. Can you hear it? Hope so. It's this spot of filtering. Filtering, filtering, filtering along. Filtering, filtering. This is my filtering song. The thing is so small, it feels that you can squeeze it between traffic through just about any available space. And it's got this kind of agility to it. You can just throw it around like that. So nice. So slow speeds handling, look at that, yeah, no problems at all. Filtering is a breeze on this. No problems at all. this is it. Almost time to give it back. As usual, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, share your thoughts, and thank you for watching, and see you on my next video. Ta-ra!